camera.
True that, but here we see the matchup coming in. We just saw Mada with the win against Sheena, as we see his win rate percentages and precision stats once again. One more time. 48%, 56%. Let's see the other side. 53. Higher win rate, but lower precision. That's just how it is sometimes.
Up there, average guess time of 31 is also pretty similar. Those 3 seconds don't really do anything.
Again, I said at the start of this broadcast that I have no clue who I would predict to win this, but as I saw Mada last game, I'm like, okay, I'm giving Mada a 51% win rate on this.
Yeah, he was really on it. Did play very well. If he keeps the pace, if he stays on that momentum, he could pull a win off here as well. And they both have some pretty good signs. I mean, I don't know how helpful a sign to Moscow is in Russia.
Well, if 50 kilometers, then it could be very helpful.
Well, you also need to know from where you are driving. These roads can be bendy, can trick you, but it seems like they are both on the same road towards Velsk.
And would you look at that? Again, starting off the moving game with a quick little 5k by Sadziu. Already setting the stage.
And we go over to this round, which does look like Indonesia. We have an asymmetrical pole. If you have tiled roofs as well, it should be, but we don't. That makes things a little bit more difficult.
I don't know if I saw any
it looks like a Sulawesi roof.
Oh, there definitely a South Sula roof again. Quite sure there was one.
Yeah.
And we do have Mountains West, which also fits for a lot of South Sula.
That does work.
Ooh, might get a co-partner here. Very confident zoom in by Mada there, so might have found something there.
That's actually pretty far north in South Sulawesi.
Yeah, makes sense because we had a lot of roofs which are not the classic South Sula, which you get pretty consistently in the south. Like pretty much every roof has the same pattern at the top, like the 2 steps below the very top.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're back.
Looks like it. My immediate thought was maybe a little further south in Russia.
We have some slight hills. Some very slight hills, which would make sense for all the way down there. We do have a town name there. What did it say?
I mean, by the landscape, I wanted to say it looks like Elista, but if we have some mountains, we are probably a bit further south. Yep, we are.
Mada using the town name there he had on his screen. Not on the road, but very close to it.
And off the bat, I want to say this looks like Spain again with this architecture. Those.
It does say Huelva, I think. And that is an insta guess by Sadziu. This could be very big points because getting the southwestern region can be pretty hard.
Mada just passed the van. He didn't check for the address.
Yeah, vans are pretty helpful in Europe in general.
Here, yeah, especially in Spain. I feel like there's always some address on it.
And wait, are we in Spain? It would be funny if we're not in Spain, but I thought we were in Spain.
Well, we will not find out today.
Well, somebody called Spain near Portugal, so that was quite near Portugal. And we do have a Kaufland here.
Kaufland in Romania.
Whoa.
Getting a sign from Mada.
Wait, he knows the pole paint. It's a Constanta pole paint.
He's in Constanta. He probably used the pole paint then?
Yeah. It's the yellow pole paint for the viewers.
Yeah.
It is somewhat good. I mean, look at this.
I mean, it extends a bit out, but pretty consistent pole paint to use.
I mean, getting almost 2k points for knowing some paint in Romania. I mean, hear me out, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Not happening every day.
And we do have a Newfoundland box.
Newfoundland, yeah.
If you see a rounded box in front of a house. It's usually Newfoundland. There are some in Nova Scotia, but they usually be like a legit box, not rounded.
Yeah.
We do have a coast north.
You could try to scan for this bay.
There's a lot of bays.
But chances that you will find it aren't too big.
Yeah, thank you for saying hexagonal. That's the word I was looking for, because it's not really round. It's, It has a hexagon.
Yeah. Definitely some
made
shit
out
to
of
it.
wood. And I think we're in Whitehorse, right?
It does look like Yukon, and
I think those signs are Whitehorse only.
Yep.
Or
It
is
is
it
Dawson
Dawson
City,
City?
I think. Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember which town had this, but definitely Yukon town.
It is Dawson City. I had this town against Mada in the EMEA, and he didn't get it, but now he does. That's nice to see. It
Wait,
did
or is it
learn
Ross
from his
River?
mistake.
Wait, could it be? Maybe.
No, I think it's Dawson
No.
City, especially with the hill around it. Yeah.
And that's gonna be a quick 5k by Mada, closing out the
maybe
game.
it was a throwback. Maybe
Maybe.
it was one.
I mean, he's
him,
not missing that
because
again. Where did he
I-
guess last time, though?
I think he was in Whitehorse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't feel too bad then.
He definitely was
See?
somewhere down there in the south. So this time, we mentioned it earlier, learn from your mistakes. He didn't do that again, locking in there and getting the win through. And we move on. What is that mile marker there?
Romanian, I think. But it's yellow instead of the usual red, but they have
mean,
some
yellow
variants. You
also
see blue,
happens,
you see
yeah.
blue.
It just
red,
looks so
yellow.
flat for some reason to me, but I guess the angle is perfectly in a way that you don't see the sides of it, because usually it's a stone.
It's like when the sun is directly above you and you don't have any shadow casted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much the same thing. And
So this looks a bit more northern to me, but hard to tell. Just outside Brasov. Pretty good guess there.
yeah, on
Mada.
both sides really. I mean,
Yep.
50 and 12 kilometers, not too bad in Romania standards.
Yep. If they didn't have any other info, I don't know. The mile marker probably didn't give the best information there.
Oh, probably not. As we see some kind of bollard there in the distance.
We have a Finland guess. Near Tampere.
It would make sense. It kind of looks like a rounded bollard, which you get in Estonia and Finland.
Yep. Ones in Sweden are usually a bit more flat.
Although Sweden is kind of divided in the middle between, you have the edgy bollards in the south and you have the more rounded bollards in the north. I think that's a thing. I remember that one.
Maybe. There are some bollard meters in Sweden.
And it
we
says
are-
Del Norte.
In Mexico now, we have those octagonal poles. Good clue to get Mexico.
It seems like a border town, but I don't know where.
Especially with those long palms, they really look like the ones you get far up there.
Ooh, we have
At the same
sunflowers.
time, it's
So
also flat.
we have sunflowers. So it shouldn't be west, right? Sunflowers don't grow in the west of Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I don't see where Sadziu is.
He's on the very border. He's like, you can see the US border on the
What is
screen.
the town? Is it Matamoros? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was quite literally the border town there.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Mada playing it a bit more safe. Costs him a little bit of points, not too many, he's still in Tamaulipas. We move on to this
To
interesting
Germany.
round in Germany.
What do you think Schwarzwald here? No, like Breisgau.
See the... Oh,
I don't know, I thought southwest here, but it could just be near Frankfurt or something.
yeah. It's not the Harz, right? It is the Harz.
I think that's the Harz?
It is the
Südharz.
Harz, yeah.
That's the National Park Südharz there, right next to Göttingen. Bro.
Yep, it's like 3 or 4 parks you consider usually in Germany, especially in like a mountainous forest road.
Yeah. And both of them instantly zooming onto the car in Russia. Who would have thought? And I can't really tell which color it is. It looks black.
It should be black, yeah.
But
does
where are we?
look like it is quite hilly. So you consider that area somewhere south of Krasnoyarsk, south of Novosibirsk.
We might have
Maybe
extra
we
long
could
antenna.
also be in the Ural Mountains. Always possible.
I think we might have extra long antenna.
I think the Urals make more sense now that I think of it. Yeah. Because I don't know any road that looks like that in the Altai mountain range.
I mean, Russia at this point is probably the easiest countries for pros because they have learned it so much.
Yeah,
You
definitely
see
a lot of
worst
information
guesses
down
in
there.
something like Brazil, which not that many people have tried to master, but everyone has tried to learn Russia just because I don't think they will get any more coverage anytime soon, so it really pays off now.
Yeah, you don't really need to learn new stuff coming out. And of course the size is, I would say, the biggest factor.
Yeah.
A lot of points to lose or to gain.
That was such a confident zoom in by Sadziu. Basically, he seems like he knows the 5K here.
What
But
let's see there.
it is a very different guess, and it is in Rondonia, but he will be very close. And that's
That
going to
is
be
actually
more than
it.
enough. And we do get another NPC game.
Hey, I cannot complain about another NPC game, but hey, very great guess from Sadziu. He was very confident there.
Yeah, for a second I thought, okay, this guy literally just clicked the right road because there was a river on the screen and the road came from the east. And I was like, okay, maybe he has something. But very close by regardless. And now we get an NPC game, not only to decide the winner of this game, but to decide who the winner will be to get interviewed. And we
Yeah.
start off in Turkey.
Well, we have a winter season, as you can see, so you go far west.
I go Denizli.
Maybe Akçay, maybe Burhaniye, maybe Altınoluk. Those
Okay.
are towns south of Çanakkale
I
along
have
the
never heard a
coast.
single of those towns, so yeah, you might need to explain where those are.
Or it's like between Izmir and Aydın. That region can also look like this. But I think it's along the coast between Çanakkale and Ayvalık. Çanakkale.
Ooh, it is Çanakkale.
It's between Çanakkale and Ayvalık.
How does he know?
How
How does he know?
How does he do it?
Wait.
We are back. Divided. Is it the Diyarbakır road?
Well, that beats me really.
Siggy, tell us.
Okay. Yeah, this should be the road between Adıyaman and Diyarbakır.
Say
Yeah.
E99. Say E99.
E99 between Diyarbakır and Adıyaman.
Hey, that's a good shout. We have a guess on the O road,
Oh,
which I don't like. On a four
why is that? Oh, 4-laner, yeah. And it is Sanyorfa to Mardin.
Yeah, actually the southern one. I didn't see the ridge. I thought it's always open down there.
And Sadziu cooking that one up, basically getting the right span of that
Yes.
road.
That is a common 50-50, the E99 and E90.
And we do have the San Luis Potosi trees here. Both will get the same area here, pretty much.
I would assume the same. We will find out. Actually, Durango this time.
That is very interesting. Usually these trees are very reliable, but you can get them in the west sometimes, especially near Zacatecas. But that far northwest, I've not really seen them.
Yep, very unlikely to be there. Can be though. We are actually getting a lot of Russia and Mexico. These players are getting tested on their
Why is there a
Russia
hill here?
and Mexico knowledge. Good question. Could we be around Abakan again? I don't think so.
Dude, for a second, I was thinking about Donetsk. Because I can't see the plate.
I don't like Donetsk with the season.
Yeah, maybe it's not wintry enough. Oh, it's Orsk again.
It's Orsk, yeah.
Or Orenburg there. And Sadziu almost taking the game by going southern Russia there. Two very wild guesses.
Check. I mean, yeah, you have some hills in Orenburg.
True.
It's visible.
Oh, this looks like... I really like the North Sulawesi.
I like
really like Manado.
Sulawesi, but I cannot guess.
I like the
Sulawesi.
Max North guess.
But
Mada, come on,
I could
do
see
it.
that, especially with those palms. And the vegetation overall looks like very jungly.
Come on, Mada, do it. Go for the Manado. And he locks
He
it
does
in.
lock it in.
I mean, he is on a
Sadziu
pretty low
is
health.
hedging it,
Ooh.
but we are on
Bangai, I think.
Bangai.
Is this I think it's Bangai. Is it
I'm
Bangai?
actually not sure.
It's like something with B.
It's Peleng Island.
Oh, Peleng. Okay. Maybe the Kabupaten is called
Yeah,
that.
the Kabupaten is Bangai. But
Okay.
it's west of it, I think. Oh no, it's Bangai Kabupaten, but it is Peleng Island. Yeah.
Okay.
No, Bangai is the next island to it.
Okay.
I have to correct again.
Close enough. Close enough.
Double checking that.
Yeah,
No
this-
misinformation being spread here.
Yeah, the Siggy guy yapping again.
And
think
we are
he
in
knows
Bots. It
island.
is slight hilly in Botswana, which you see along the south and that pocket.
Yeah, with the soil, I really like the pocket.
And yeah, with the red soil, the pocket does make a lot of sense. It is in the pocket. Pretty close to Zimbabwe there.
Mada's still alive. That's all that counts. And now, anything is possible because we are back in Indo. And Indo, a big country yet again.
Now I don't have a vibe at all.
My vibe is either Java or South Sula.
South Sulawesi does make sense with the
Because
rice fields
there
and
is a roof on this
mountains.
shed here and it's not tiled. But
Okay, I'm not using the roofs on a shed though.
no, the shed's usually in Java tiled as well, so
I
maybe real.
guess.
But we do have a Java and it is... Whoa,
No,
Lombok.
is it Lombok or is it on the roofs?
It looks like it's just... Oh! That's almost enough and now it's
Ooh.
neck and neck really. 800 to 700.
Yes, anything can
Couldn't get
happen
any
here
closer
now.
really.
This looks like Barcelona.
Yeah, this looks like Barcelona.
And we have a Barcelona guess.
And I really like the guess.
And the other guess is in Alicante.
I think the buildings
If
are
it's
so
Barcelona, Mada's gonna win.
big.
Right?
Why do you have so many palm trees though?
This is Valencia actually, wow.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was about to say there were so many palm trees and it seemed very dry,
I mean,
but very nice
Planted
guess
palm
by Sadziu.
trees. I think you get them in a lot of coastal cities. I like the Barcelona guess nonetheless, even though
Yeah,
it was wrong.